Hey loves, Lexie here, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to my channel. I hope you hit the subscribe button by the end of the video, and possibly a like or two, maybe. Today I'm coming at you with a review and tutorial using the Cargo Around the World palette. Now, this was hauled in one of my first hauls that I've ever done on this channel. I believe it was from Marshall's, and I paid like $9.99 for it, which is a really great deal. I forget how much this retails for, but I know I really like it. I've already shown this palette a little bit of love. I have used this for a couple months now, and that gives me a really good idea on the formulation of this palette, how it is, what you can do with it, blah 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 blah. I'm going to swatch the colors, and then I'm going to do my eye makeup. I already have all my face makeup done, blush and bronzer, and after I do my eye makeup, I'm gonna go ahead and do mascara, highlight, do my lips, and then come back and talk to you about what I think about this palette, what you need a heads up for, and other ways you can use it. Sound good? Yeah. Okay, so when you first open this palette, you get a really nice mirror. I mean, it's not huge, but it's not like one of those wonky mirrors that are like, oh yeah, I look like I'm in a fun house. Like, it's not one of those. Anyway. And then you get all these neutral colors. It's a very nude palette. I'm hoping that this doesn't bother you. You get all these neutral colors, and it does come with a brush. Now, one of the cool things about these colors is they're all named after cities from around the world, hence the name Around the World palette. So I thought that was super cool. I have some favorites in here that I use quite a lot. One of them being New York right here. I love this color. Same with Shanghai. This one's awesome. I'm going to go ahead and swatch all of these colors, and then I will go through the names and show. Okay, so first we're going to start at the top of my hand here. Our first color is Rome, just a white. Then there's Paris, which is more of a golden tone. Then there's Tokyo, which is kind of a taupey beige, but it comes off really pale. And then there is London, which is like a more actual taupe. London's very powdery. Ugh. So that is Rome, Paris, Tokyo, and London. Now I'm going to swatch the next four. Next we have Amsterdam. Beautiful, beautiful pigmentation there. New York, one of my favorites. All these are super powdery. That's the only bad thing. Oh crap, I just kind of put a swatch in one of those. Then we have Shanghai, which is very similar to New York, and Moscow, which is kind of patchy. Alright, now I'm going to swatch the next. Next we have Athens, Madrid, wait no, Athens, Dublin, Madrid, and Toronto. And those are our last four colors of the palette. As you can see, the darker the color is in this palette, the more pigmented and better formulation it is. I don't exactly know why that is for their palette. I wish they would be more consistent throughout the entire thing, but it is just how it is. As for this palette, they do, on their packaging, like on the box that it came in, it said that these are 3 quads. So like you're supposed to use Rome, Paris, Shanghai, and Moscow together to make more of a lighter neutral eye. And then this one is Tokyo, London, Athens, and Dublin. And these 4 colors are supposed to make more of like a gray toned, like natural smoky eye. And then these last ones, Amsterdam, New York, Madrid, and Toronto, make that deep dark natural smoky eye. So I feel like the colors in here are okay. I wish the lighter colors had a lot more pigmentation, but that's okay. Like I said, you can use this in those quads, or you can do what I've been doing and just use any color you feel like within the palette. I love mixing up shades, so that's cool. I'm going to go ahead and start on the look, and I'm not going to use the brush that they gave us. but I'm going to show you what it's like. So the brush just says Cargo on it. It has a very fluffy blending end. I might use that, maybe. And then the other one is an angled liner end. So the brush isn't too bad. I just feel more comfortable using brushes that I know how to use pretty well. First I'm going to start with more of a transition shade. So I'm going to go into New York right here, which you can already see I've put a dent in. And I'm going to work that into my crease. I'm going to go ahead and do the same to the other side. Now that I have the transition shade and my crease, I'm going to go ahead and go into Shanghai, which is very similar to New York, and just deepen that color a little bit more. Next, I'm going to go into the color Madrid right here, which is a deeper brown, but not quite, let's just say it's milk chocolate. There you go. And I'm going to take that into my outer corner and bring it into my crease. And I'm going to do the same to the other side. Next, I'm going to go into the color Toronto, which is the darkest shade of the palette. It's more like a dark chocolate. And then what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to take it into my outer crease and just build on top of the darkness that we're trying to create on the outside of the eye. And I'm going to do the same to the other eye. Okay, next I'm going to go into the color Paris right here, and I'm going to put that all over my lid up until we get into that darker crease that we've been working on. And we're going to do the same to the other eye. Next, I'm going to go back into New York here, and I'm going to go around the edges of the white part and just blend it in more. And I'm going to do the same to the other eye. Lastly, I'm going to take the color Rome, which is this very white color, and I'm going to put that in my inner corner. And then I'm also going to put that under my brow bone. And then I'm going to do this to the other eye. Okay, now we're going to work on the lower area of the eye. And we're going to go into the color Shanghai right here. And we're going to take that starting from the outer corner until we get to right here. I'm going to go in that really dark color Toronto. And I'm going to darken right under the lash line towards the outer edge of my eye. So now I'm finished, and I'm going to go ahead and finish up with the rest of my makeup. I'm going to do setting spray, mascara, highlighter, and some lipstick. Some kind of lipstick. I don't know what kind, but we're going to see. And then I'll be right back to talk more about the palette. I am back now with some highlight done, some mascara, and a kind of a natural lip. It's a liquid lipstick, but I don't know if it's supposed to be matte or not. I don't know, I think it looks really nice though. Let's just go over this palette. I really like that it comes with that brush. I think I didn't use it, I didn't use the brush during my little tutorial here, but I do think that the brush was very effective in blending because I have used it before. So I really like how they threw in that double-ended brush in there. Is it just me, or does one of my eyelash sides look way longer than the other? Maybe it's just the lighting. I don't know. But I really do like that brush. And color selection. I think there is a nice array of neutrals in here. If you do not own a neutrals palette or a lot of neutral colors in your collection and you're looking for natural eye stuff, I would definitely say this palette is wonderful when it comes to color selection. I think they did a really good job with putting a bunch of neutrals together that could show up on a lot of different skin tones and still be able to be usable, and pigmentation is there for the darker colors. What I do wish was that the lighter colors had a lot more pigmentation. I do like my inner corners to have a lot of pop, and I don't feel like they do right now. I usually put a highlighter in my inner corner, so that's how much poppin' I like. Also, a really bad thing about this palette is it is severely powdery. It is so powdery. Constantly while I was doing my makeup here, I had to take a makeup wipe and like put it on the side of the pan and blow to get all the powder into the makeup wipe instead of all over my room. That is one thing that I really wish they could change about the formula of this palette, and maybe that's why it was at Marshall's, because it's really powdery, so people don't want to buy it anymore. I think if you used a setting spray, which I did, this palette's awesome. The fallout isn't horrible and it just wipes away. I'm okay with that, but I just wish it didn't make quite a mess in the pans. Anything else to say about this palette? I think this palette did a really beautiful job. I mean, my eyes look pretty good, so I'm not hating on this palette. This is pretty good, and like I said, I've been using it for a couple months now. I don't use it very often because I usually don't do natural looks. I pretty much go all out because I'm so extra, and so that's about it. But I hope you guys loved this video. If you can try to go get this palette. Cargo does have a website, I believe, and they do sell it at Kohl's. I know there's a lot of Cargo products at Kohl's. I also think they might sell it at Ulta. I don't know, and I don't know about Sephora. But, yeah. I might put some links to this palette below. That's what I'll do. I'll put some links of this palette below to see if it's still purchasable. I don't know if it is, but if it is, I will put some links below, and you can go get this yourself if you really liked it. I hope you guys really liked this video. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, I love you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know if you really want to see the quad looks. That could be fun, just doing the quads. So if I get, look, there's 3 quads. If I get 3 comments on this video saying do a look for a quad, I will do one. That sounds like a reasonable thing, right? Since not very many people comment on my videos, I feel like that's pretty reasonable. That's reasonable. Alright, anyway. Thank you so much, and I love you guys. Bye!